Let's create lovely doll here. Great English. There are so many ads in this game. It's not even funny. Want to be cute? You have to watch the ads. Hello everybody, it's Yammy and I like to go across the app stores and hunt down fake gacha games. So that's exactly what we're going to do in today's video. I've got a selection of games that tried to copy the Gacha Life and Gacha Club aesthetic, and I'm gonna see if they're anything like the original or if they're equally as fun. The first game I have here is called BB Dolls Dress Up Game. This has a very cute chibi art style, it's very colourful, and it has a 4.2 out of 5-star rating, which means that people really like it. So let's check it out and see for ourselves. Okay, let's play. Hi, I'm BB. Let's create lovely doll here. Great English. Nice dresses here. Pick one. There we go. We created our very first character. Let's enjoy. I am enjoying. I think we can choose a background for our character. So let's go and do that. But it looks like we can add in our own furniture. I am living for this. That's actually really cool. Look, I've added a TV on top of the dining table. Probably not the best place to put a TV, but here we are. Wait, we get pets too? Oh my goodness. Look at all of the pets. I want the hamster. The hamster can sit on the chair. The crab can go on the floor. Why is that so big though? Oh my gosh. Biggest crab in the world. Nice. Love it. This is exactly what I wanted. Now what do I do with that? Can I use this background for my character? I can. Wow. She really loves this room. This is her favorite room. Let's talk. -3 candies, but I don't even have 1 candy. How can I talk to him? How can I be his friend? Not enough candy. Get more by using gacha. Maybe if I click this gacha button, I can become friends with that boy. Let's see what we get. What is it? Whoa, what is that? We got candy. Yes, we have 5 candy. Let's talk. Yes, please. Hi, I'm Prince Daniel. You look so lovely. Is that it? Prince Daniel, is that all you have to say? He will only talk to me if I give him candy. Just like real boys. I would like to create a new character. Let's try and make myself, but in BB doll. We're gonna try and find some purple hair. Oh yeah, looking good. I need a free hair. That looks like mine. Oh, I clicked on one where you have to watch an ad. No. This hair? I don't like any of these eyes. I'm gonna go with the... Oh wait, is there any more that are free? Ooh. Oh no, I just clicked on some I have to watch an ad for. I am not very keen on any of these eyes. I'm gonna go with the original eyes. They were the nicest. The rest of them kind of creep me out. I mean, just look at those. Girl, is you okay? Blink if you're not okay. All right, time to choose some clothes. I'm gonna go for this cherry top. Unless there's anything cuter. I really can't say there is anything cuter. They're all kind of tragic. How about this one? Yeah, that'll do. Shorts or a skirt? There are so many ads in this game. It's not even funny. Want to be cute? You have to watch the ads. What have I created? A monstrosity. What do you guys think? Did I do a good job? It was a cute dress-up game, but it lacked a lot of features. I would have really liked to see a text option and some speech bubbles so that we could create some dialogue and maybe make our very own stories. So because of that, I'm gonna give this game a 3 out of 10. It just seriously lacked features. Goodbye, BB dolls. The next game is called Character Maker Dress Up Game. I mean, the name is very descriptive for what it probably is. You're probably gonna make characters, and it's a dress up game. The art style for this looks really cute. We can get pets, we can decorate our room. Looks like there's speech options. This one has a 4.4 out of 5 stars, so let's see if that's a fair judgment. And the loading screen has a cat, so that's a winner. Ooh, this looks like a Harry Potter outfit. Cute. I got an attendance award. I love gifts when I first start playing a game. So let's go and create our very first character. We are going to have a tanned skin tone. Love that. Loving the vibe of this game, by the way. And I also like the fact that there is a lot of free options. And some stuff is not even in the same art style. Love that, actually. It makes it super unique. There are a lot of eyes that I've never never seen on a gacha game. Super cool. I mean, just look at these ones. They're like clouds. All right, well, I'm actually gonna try and create myself. So let's go and find some brown eyes. These ones are really nice. Okay, let's go to the eyebrows. Again, loads of free choices. Actually living for this. Really cute. Now let's pick a mouth. Oh, that one's nice. Oh, you can have little love hearts. Now for the front hair. My hair is parted in the middle, so I'm gonna try and find something similar. Oh wow, and we have a slider to change the color and the saturation and also the brightness. That's really nice. We're gonna have super long back hair like this. Perfect. How cute. Time to choose our clothes. Oh, there's a sweater and it has long sleeves. That's amazing. How adorable is she? And it gave me a reward. Can we name her? This is Yammy. It is me. That'll do. There we go. I created my very first character. Ooh, so this looks like an apartment, but I'm gonna make a new background actually and see what we can do. So let's choose this room because I am loving the theming. Let's make this into our bedroom. So I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna add a clock up on the wall. Let's choose a bedside table and a light. So that's my bedroom done. I love that you can decorate the room. This is a speech bubble. We can write our very own text on here. Hello. And then I guess we can save this as our background. There we go. She's saying hello. Welcome to my bedroom. This is adorable. I really like this actually. It's very, very cute. Very simple. So what is this story button? Wait, does this have an entire storyline? Zeno, what do you want from me? We don't have enough clover. Did you move to the random box to get some clovers? What are clovers? What is this? What's going on? I am going to spend my daily amount. I got a clover. I'll take it. I'm also going to spend all of my little men. Don't know what it means, but I need more clovers to progress. So I've unlocked a bunch of new stuff here. And now I have 15 clovers, so I can go back to the story. You will know if you see my hair color. I am from Nightland. What do you want from me? Colors too bright ironically makes man too dark as well. Huh? Dark colors and black do not have limitation in depth. What? You were wearing strange clothes. Which kingdom are you from? And suddenly I've ran out of clovers. I'm kind of glad because he wasn't making any sense. This app was very cute. You can create your own characters. You can use speech bubbles. You can make your own room. And because of that, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my score. On to the next one. This one is called Chibi Doll Avatar Creator. These characters are like nothing I've ever seen before. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but this game has 50 million downloads. That's insane. And it also has a very healthy score of 4.5 out of 5. So let's try it out. Create your chibi. Choose a hairstyle. Hairstyle selected. Create a face. I chose some eyes. Let's choose a mouth. Let's choose some eyebrows. And our face has been created. Name your chibi as save one. Cool. I would also like to edit her because I did not get a choice on what I dressed her with. Okay, let's go way back. We are changing the skin tone. Now we're gonna change the hair color. We gotta have that purple, you know? You know how it is. I'm also gonna change the hairstyle actually because I am not feeling whatever I was made to choose. Maybe this? Yeah, this art style is completely different to any other game that I've played, which I like. It's very unique because so many games just see that very similar gacha art style and they take it for themselves, which means that they all look the same, but this one actually looks different, which I enjoy. Oh, this one's animated. She's sticking her tongue out. So are these lips, but they're kind of freaky. Look at these glasses. What the heck? Who's choosing these though? Oh wow, you can be Harry Potter if you want to. Let's see if we can add a background and maybe even add some dialogue. Or am I asking too much? Pets? Yes, please. I would like to add this pet. How adorable. There are some effects as well that you can put in the background, like fireworks or glitter. There's a lot going on right now with the worm and the cat. I feel like we don't need anything else, but maybe we need a guitar. And maybe the cat can be playing the guitar. I mean, who doesn't want a rockstar kitten? That was a super cute dress-up game. It had its own art style. I would love to see more scenes, furniture, more accessories, just more options in general. So because of that, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Let me know if you agree with that score. And now it's time for our final game. This one is called Alinda Gacha Dress-Up Game. Once again, this has a very unique art style. It has a 4.6 out of 5-star rating. So let's see if it's accurate and if it really deserves such a high score. Okay, so the opening screen for this game is very cute. Loving the art style. When we meet for the first time, let's design the Gachapon doll together. Put on a dress for the doll first. Choose it, hurry up and click to put it on. Click here to save the doll in the collection cabinet. Yes, okay, let's save. But I really want to make my own character. Let's take a look at the newly designed doll. Click here to save a beautiful wallpaper. And if you don't think there are enough clothes, you can go to the Gachapon. There are many beautiful clothes that can be twisted in the Gachapon machine. Let's try it. Click here to start the machine. Okay, let's see what we get. And we got a shell outfit. Kind of living for it though. All right, let's refresh the machine. And then we can play it again. Let's try this one and see what outfit we get. Come on, give me something good. Oh my goodness, we got a drummer costume. That is actually so cool. Okay, if we go to the store, we can spend our tickets, but you need a lot of tickets to be able to buy anything. I have 63 and this thing here is 10,000. Okay, well, my dreams are well and truly dead. Turntable, what's this? Ooh, okay. Let's spin and see what we get. I have no idea what that is. So I guess now all that we can do is create a character. Let's try it. I'm gonna go for a nice tan skin tone. And this game is full of ads. Let's choose our hairstyle. Okay, a lot of them you have to watch ads for, which I am not doing because it just takes up so much time and I honestly don't think it's worth it. Let's go with this hairstyle. We're going to change it to purple. Let's choose some eyes. There are not many cute eyes to choose. The rest of them you have to watch ads for and I just totally don't want to do that. So we're going to go with basic eyes. They're not my favorites, but they will do. And I think I want to choose a dress. This one is cute. Can we change the color? Oh, we can. I like that. It's so much better when there's a color slider because it just gives you so many more options. That'll do. And there we go. I think I've created my character. We can also pick a background. So I'm going to go with this one with the hearts. There we have it. We can save this picture as our background. Overall, it was a cute chibi dress-up game. It did have 3 options, but there was just not much else to do. So because of that, I'm going to give this game a 4 out of 10. I know it might seem like a super low score, but I'm just used to having the privileges of playing on Gacha Live, Gacha Club, and Gacha Studio, where there are just so many options for customization. Gacha just has it all, and these games unfortunately don't. Let me know if you agreed with my scores, and if you want to see another video from me, you can click here and let's go and watch it together.